What is up, everyone? Welcome to the first ever Reckless RC podcast. I don't
Yeah,
know, should we call it the Reckless RC podcast?
we call it something.
So
It's a
this is
podcast.
we also have the, a special guest on since he is one of the first people that we have met through RCing as well. Tom, are you there, or did you get lost in the Beyond section again?
No, no, I think I'm here.
Hi,
uh,
I,
Tom.
I I believe I'm here. How are we doing tonight?
You're doing good.
I think I'm pretty good. How about you?
I'm kind of digging the fact that you get out of work and it's still kind of light out. I'm really digging that. That's a step in the right direction for us around here. We need some nice weather coming soon.
Oh, we need,
And
yeah, we def-
And sun.
yeah. Yesterday at work, the sun was coming through the windows, and I'm like, wow, that's neat. I haven't
What
seen
is
that in a
that?
while.
What is that? I just
Right,
wanna,
right.
I just wanna say one thing. If because this is the first time we've actually ever had anybody on, so if there's anybody out there really watching and you could comment, make sure you guys can hear Tom all right. I know you guys can probably hear us fine, and I know there shouldn't be really any issues as far as on our end. But I
Well,
know
I can
once in
hear
a
me
while,
just fine.
I can hear it. We're
I
good.
know. I know Tom likes to go to the Beyond section, so once in a while he may get cut off for a little bit.
It gets quiet and you hear noises.
So this is the what is going on, Ricky? What is going on?
Hi, Ricky.
Chris Perry, Mike Royce.
Mike.
Awesome. So everybody can be heard. That is great. Let's give a round of applause. That was
Yeah, yeah,
that was
yeah.
so that was so corny.
Huh.
so so these podcasts that we're going to be doing is here we go with the uhs and ums. We,
Um,
we are
um,
going to be doing
Who are
these
you people?
every week as long as one of us don't get sick. Um,
Well,
who knows? Maybe we'll have Tom on. Oh, this stupid thing is glitching out for some weird reason. This is ridiculous. No matter how much money you put into something, it's always wrong. Um,
bootleg crap.
so yes, this is ridiculous. But no, I just wanted to thank everybody for tuning in. Mike Crawl, what is going on?
Yeah,
Get
what's
Mike.
up, buddy?
hi, Mike.
Hey Tom, let me know. Can you? I have it so that you should be able to see the comments. Can you see the
I
comments or no?
can. I am
Okay,
seeing the comments as we speak right now. Yeah.
good. At
Awesome.
least I got one thing right.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I mean, we'll work on getting my ugly mug on there one of these times.
Hopefully.
yeah. We'll get the stupid internet to stop glitching. I don't know what the heck keeps happening. Hopefully it fixes
Yeah,
itself.
that was fun. That was what, a good hour and a half to 2 hours today trying to figure that all out.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. Every Thursday we're gonna try to do this. Usually around the same time, 7:30. Hopefully next time I can have this computer not glitching. I have no idea what's going on with this glitchiness.
It's
I
not
have a
too
good
bad, though. It's
yeah.
not
It only
bad.
does it every once in a while. If you blink your eyes at the same time, it glitches. It's
So
perfectly
try
fine.
to sync up.
Yeah, but we're gonna do this every Thursday. Um, what I'm gonna do? There's another There's two more. So so after this is aired live, I'm gonna pull the audio footage and I will put it on the podcast site, and that'll just be distributed as well to your Apple Music, your Amazon, so on and so forth. So bear with me if I screw that up because it'll be the first time I ever do it.
It happens.
Not if, but when.
For the first time. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yes. So, but this first one we figured we would start talking with. Oh, excuse me,
That was hot.
sexy
That's
bitch.
hot.
Well, it's all fun and games, but we figured we'll get started with, how we all met, some of our old tales of when we first got together, and then it'll lead into the second thing we wanted to talk about, which for some reason has been coming up a lot, and that's the marijuana use.
And fungus
Yes.
for me.
Weird shrooms that grow out of the ground, those mushroom tips. Uh, we could say that it's 18 or older.
Oh, so we're good. I was being cautious.
Yeah, don't ever be cautious.
Yes, we
Sorry.
can say things like, we can swear and say things like crap, boobs, crap.
That's so yeah. Boobs crap.
Lost
So yeah,
track.
well,
What are we doing?
yeah, where are we? What's going on here? This is the great thing about a podcast because you can ask questions and you could comment, you could talk to everybody, and you really don't have to have a complete straight and arrow. We can just go wherever we want. Not like on a live
Right.
stream, we should be talking about
A
one
specific thing.
specific topic.
Mhm.
But I mean, chime in, like, because I know a lot of you guys I met down the road, and a lot of you guys, were there from the beginning. Like Mike Crawl, he was there from the beginning. Deemer, you, who else? There was quite a bit. I think Greg and Dave. I didn't start talking to him until after, but good old Dan. I wish we could get him on the
Dan.
camera, but he doesn't. I think he'd be nervous.
Spy cam.
Yeah,
He'll be
yeah.
one up.
His voyeur cam that we got in his bathroom. But no,
Love you,
I
Dan.
figure we'll start off with some stories of how we all met and some stuff like that, and then we'll lead into the second topic. Every week I'd like to do something like that, so I'll make a post, put up some topics that you guys would like to talk about, discuss. If there's somebody that we think we can have on, maybe one day we could get Jay from Fields on here to start talking stuff.
Ooh.
'Cause he's
Oh,
probably
boy.
got some. He's
Oh,
probably got
boy.
some good stories.
Yeah, he probably does.
How he had to ban
The
people
only
from a
thing
store.
is, it might be a little tough to get him on just because of the whole family and that too.
Mm-hmm.
He's
So
kind
we'll
of
have to-
booting out of the
We're gonna
store
have to-
like immediately.
We're gonna get a cardboard cutout of him. So he's just
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
go
yeah.
with us. Put him
We
right
could
in
do
the
a whole
center. We can put
crowd,
our
dude.
arms around him.
Get a whole crowd.
I will practice my Jay-isms and I'll just be his voice. How's that?
They'll never know.
Oh, like when I walk
Right.
in there and he just gives me a weird stare and smirk.
Oh, like what he does to me every time.
Well, that's because you're farting in his general direction.
Well,
That was always his-
things happen. Things have
But,
been known to happen.
So I think really what it's, Reckless RC started with it really started with, it started as a joke because, when
yeah,
because when me and Alex and Dan used to go out, like,
it was bad.
like
Let's
we
just say that.
didn't know nothing. Like we ran 2.2s, we ran 120 millimeter shocks. We didn't know
Mhm.
what the hell we
We
were
buy a
doing.
stock truck and we just thought that higher and bigger tires was better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No
right.
execution
Jacket to
at
the
all.
moon.
It did not work.
And the Reckless RC came about too because I think it was mostly like Dan.
He was just reckless.
Yeah,
And he's like, that's what we should call it because
especially
every
with his
time we
honcho,
go
his
out,
all metal honcho,
that thing was solid.
which is
He got me in the ankle once with the Stampede. That was fun.
Yeah,
Off
yeah.
40, right in
so
the ankle.
this is really like, I think this is really one of the first times we all really went out together.
Ugh, who's that?
Uh,
Who's that ninja? Mortal Kombat.
Finish him.
You be careful. He might come from behind that curtain and just go fatality.
He just blows through the backdrop.
Yeah.
That's the big finale. Stop.
But this is like, I mean, this is really how it started. I mean, it was me, Dan, and Alex. We didn't really know anybody. We weren't really going on Facebook looking for people because,
I didn't even have Facebook. You guys made me start that.
yeah, well, we went on that
Right.
book of face because there was no Facebook. And it started off with the original Tom's RC compound page, and I'm pretty sure I found the Scalers
Yeah,
first.
it was Scalers.
I think I found the Scalers and then jumped over to the compound page.
which was awesome.
And
Met a lot of good people on there.
yeah, Deemer I used to talk to a lot when we first started, and I think it
Mhm.
was Bruce,
Oh yeah. Yep.
Bruce, and and me and Tom talked about this because I couldn't remember his last name, Dave Zielinski. We did a lot with.
Yeah,
back
Dave
then.
was a trip.
Yeah, he had no care too, man. He used to beat the crap. What was it? The Blazer or the Bronco he had used to. I
He
think
had
him and Bruce both had the Broncos or something. They used to beat them things bad.
okay. I remember
I
Dave
remember
having
that.
a Defender that he chopped into a pickup truck looking thing, 2-door pickup truck,
Oh,
and he
Maybe
used to just
maybe that's what it
pound the
was.
snot out of that too.
huh.
But yeah, them two were like in constant competition with each other to have the newest, best stuff on their shit.
And who could
And
break it first?
yeah,
Because man,
oh man,
they
oh
put it
man,
through the test.
Especially once you
uh
get all
huh,
metal and then oh god, the sounds it
yeah,
makes.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
when those
20
things
some
rolled
pound
over.
brick going down the hill.
Yeah, I think that's really how it started. I mean, I think we went out with them a few times at I want to say Chestnut.
I
Was it
Oh,
Chestnut?
maybe the Plain Trail, or with those guys, maybe up like at Glens Falls or whatever it
That's
was.
it. Yeah, that I think that's where I met most of the Scalers guys after. I think that's where I met. To be honest with you, that might have been where I met Deemer. We're all getting old.
met Deemer.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
was
he was playing a lot up in the North Towns, and I
mhm,
think by having this place down here, kind of got Deemer coming down towards the South Towns a little bit too.
yeah,
It
That
got
yeah.
might have
everybody
that
to
might have
kind
been
of
where I
explore
first.
down this way a little bit.
I
Yep.
remember Chuck. He told me to come over to the compound. You guys were having a little trailer run in the snow. So
Oh, that was sweet.
Well,
That was
here,
legit.
let's start that all over. We were having a trailer run, and
Nobody brought
about
trailers.
4 days before that, it dumped about 6 inches
No.
of wet, heavy
wet.
crap
Oh
down.
man,
Mm-hmm.
I remember in the
And
back we were all creating trails.
yes, because that's what we had to do. There was no way of just driving back there. We had to blaze trail and have like 3 vehicles pushing each other, blazing a path through this slushy crap. And my little S10 Blazer died right by the
Oh
fire
god.
pit. So I just
Listen.
left it
I'm
sit
stopping
there.
you right there because what did I say when I first seen? I'm like, is that an S10 Blazer?
Yep.
I need to have one of
Yep.
those.
That thing is awesome.
Dude,
Uh,
I said the same thing when I went online because I was sitting here the one day complaining about how there's all these Jeeps and there's Toyotas and this and that.
Jeeps.
And I'm like, why is there not something like an S10 or an S10 Blazer? I'm like,
You would
I
think
want an
they're
S10.
popular.
I
Right.
want a Ranger. I want something like that, something oddball. And this was like 5, 6 years ago, if not more.
Yeah.
And I went
Yeah.
online the next day and I looked just on a whim and I found S10 Blazers and I found an S10 pickup. And I'm like, no shit. Okay, getting on that. And I fell in love with doing the little Blazer. The thing is just so damn cool.
And that's what I
Mm-hmm.
told Alex earlier. I go, that's one thing I do want to do this year is I want to pull that thing out. I want to do an interior. I want to do a full cleaning. I want to clean it up a little bit, and I want to use that more too. There's so much stuff up there that like I'm a fan for the 3.8 and the little 3.9 tires, and
Yeah.
Little
Yeah,
tires.
that thing is super fun. I don't know. Those both Blazers were just awesome, and they're pretty much damn near the same. Other than I think you have plastic housings. I scored
yeah,
some.
you got the you got the upgrades.
Well, I scored some Vanquish housings from Jerry.
Yes,
So,
I remember those. Yep. What is going
and
on, Jay Espinoza? He's somewhat on time, not really, but somewhat on time. And
yes,
what did Chris Perry say? Chris Perry put one of my first group outings was a night run with you, Corey, and someone else up at Glen Falls. I want to say it was Deemer, to be honest with you, Chris. Yeah, I want to say it was. Yeah, it was. I think it was definitely Deemer.
yeah,
Deemer.
yeah.
We always went out.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's how we all really we met you through through that, and then met a bunch of other guys through there. Jerry, let's see, I think Deemer was there, Bruce, Dave, Dan, me, and nobody knew if we were allowed to smoke weed. We all looked at each other funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Who's
gonna
this?
say
What's this?
right
We all
after I
gave each
broke
other
the
that weird
Blazer,
look.
right after I broke the Blazer on that trailer run, which the trailer run lasted up until we got to the woods and we all deked our trailers right there. We're like, yeah, this ain't working.
Yeah. Well, the best part is
And
I think I remember saying, I can't wait to see how that S10 Blazer runs. And then I go out there and it was broke. I'm like, oh, it
yeah,
doesn't run good at all.
oh, wow, that thing sucks.
I need to have him make me one of those because it sucks.
But right at that point,
That's
I'm
the
like,
reckless,
man,
man.
I need to burn one bad. This sucks. I need to go get another truck. I ended up breaking, I think, 3 trucks that day. Just completely smoking motors and speed controls because of all the slush and crap that was out there.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, I think me, Dan, and Alex. I know a lot of guys were off to the side, and shoot, I can't remember the other guy's name. Remember, we ended up creating a whole bunch of trails back there, and
Yeah,
there was
down by the creek.
me, you,
Well,
Dan, and somebody else was following us. Can't remember who that was.
I think I want to say that I really think I know
I don't want
Deemer
to be
was
mean,
there.
but it was a chub. Yeah, but he didn't stay out there that long. It was a chubbier kid. Not man, who the heck was that?
Man, I don't remember,
It was fine.
but
Remember, he kept
I
following
do
us.
remember that by the very end, I was down to grabbing my UDR and just taking that out there.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, because
yeah.
when we were
And
coming back, I remember you were ripping. You were walking around the front and going up the hill to get ready to go down to the back because you were ripping that thing
yeah,
around. Because we came
yeah, I
around the
took
turn and you come whipping around in that thing. And I'm like, ah! Oh
I rem-
no!
I remember taking that thing down towards the creek and I hit some hard pile of snow. It launched in the air, came down on the ice, broke through the ice into the creek, and I'm just like, oh dang. Well, hammer down. And the thing, I heard this nasty noise underneath the ice, and like 15 feet away, the ice broke, and here come the truck. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
that's cool. All right.
that's cool. We're good. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
We got Mike Rice. I remember being afraid to ask about smoking around y'all first time I came to Spragbrook. Ever since then, I'd hate to know how much has been smoked. Yeah, that's that's the next topic. So you guys are the masterminds behind the trails at Tom's 8. No, not really.
No,
No,
They were
no.
there was
no,
a big
that
group
was
of
just
us beforehand.
that
Mhm.
was just a snow day. That the snow was so thick that we had to kind of create
Yeah,
trails. But
they already made the trails
when I
up, but the
yeah
snow.
Yeah.
when we got there, I'm a little bit of a nerd, so I ended up in making trails. I think it was actually me and you. We were going underneath trees and stuff
Yeah,
like that, and patting down
stomping
snow and
down trails.
creating more of
Yeah.
a scale
We were
kind
just
of
taking
trail
our
area.
feet and stopping like
Yep.
3 feet wide or whatever of a path and making these little roads like friggin' Hot Wheels
Yes.
track for the RC cars.
Yep, that's what we were doing. And then, well, we didn't start making. I mean, we didn't start helping you
Until
do the
one of the
trails.
G6s.
Oh, I think it was the charity one, right?
It was one of
One of the
those
big ones.
that we
Yeah,
did
the
here.
We went all out.
2018
Yeah,
or 2019.
we did the little village and junkyard and
Yep,
everything. Yeah,
yep.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was that.
And
We did a lot in just a matter of 2 weeks.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Corey had his yellow trousers on and he was
Oh,
getting all
remember
down
me?
with like
Yeah,
super
remember
road
me
mud
kneeling in the
everywhere.
mud trying to create little
Yep.
obstacles.
Yep.
That's what I like to do, man. Get down and dirty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we met quite a bit of good people. You know, a lot of the guys from the Scalers, Eric Weber, and let's see,
Yeah.
I
This
mean, a lot of good people.
I've met a lot of really cool people through having like swap meets and shit like that here
Uh-huh.
too.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
And
believe that's how I ended up meeting Deemer was because of a swap meet when I think it was on the Scalers page. He came down here and hung out. And then I think he got a little hooked on the pull-in for a bit there. And then he's just been so dang busy. Every weekend
yeah,
he's slaving Saturday and Sunday. If they
I know. I
created
kind of
another day in the week, he'd have to work that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
But yeah, I
yeah,
miss
and
hanging out with him a lot too, because he's always a fun time.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
he
why I always send
rips,
him
dude.
random weird text messages, like "I miss
Yeah.
you" and "I love you" and "I hope you're thinking
I-
of me" and
Sweet
just the
And
dreams.
see,
romantic
I don't
stuff.
like bothering him.
Oh, I don't mind
Because I
bothering.
know he's so dang busy.
I don't mind bothering him.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
But who else? I mean, like
It's
I
fun to
said, I
see
mean,
him when he
there's
comes through the store. That's definitely a
Right.
cool thing.
yes,
I've met a lot of neat people working.
oh,
This place down here was a blast. Meeting people down here, people there, Hunters Creek. I believe that picture of was
I can't.
from Hunters
Hold
by
on.
that like
Sounded
little
like a
stone
robot.
foundation.
You're talking about this
Uh-oh.
one?
Beep boop boop beep boop boop beep. Yeah, I
All
think
right,
so.
good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be that. It had to be that one around that area.
Yeah,
Look at this, Tom.
I believe
There's
Oh,
your
that
little
the wheelie.
blazer.
little stone
There it is.
foundation, Hunters Creek. Yup, a good old hoolie.
That thing is awesome.
We
Yeah,
have
that's
Dan's first
boy, I
blazer.
don't even remember where that one's from. That's Dan's
This
truck.
Probably Hunters. We went there a
this
lot.
is the flame trail going
Oh
down
yeah. Yeah.
because he brought that out when Alex did the
Yeah,
nosedive,
yeah.
That thing.
That's
and the
awesome. Good style.
style points. But I mean, we had so much
Yeah.
like years ago. That was the thing. Like, why did we always put 2.2s with 120 mil shocks?
We thought bigger was better.
Yeah, so did my wife.
Ah, yes, yes.
Gotta throw that little
Oh.
shilling in there.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah, I mean,
you know what? I'm kind of like where I'm gonna start is by big truck that if you got to look at it in the scale sense a little bit too, and be like, hey,
well,
grab the tape measure, and this thing's like 10 inches tall. And think about that in like the real world. You're looking at a 8 to 9 foot tall truck. How well is that going to do out in the real world?
Right.
it'll do good in the mud,
So,
but they ain't going
about it.
nowhere else.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that's about it.
Was
right,
it the Dodge
right.
Ram Charger? I want to find that damn discontinued body.
Oh,
You
the
are
axial?
you are probably, which one are you talking about? You're probably talking about Dan's Blazer.
Oh, that.
Yeah, this is Dan's Chevy Blazer, which I
Yeah,
think,
that was
yeah, the same body that you're
Axial
building, Tom.
69K5.
Yep.
Yep,
Yep.
Axial
I want to say one
69K5.
thing,
I don't
Tom.
know if you can find those anymore.
Tom, I just want to tell you,
Huh?
you're starting to go back into the. I want to
Yep.
tell you, you're going back in the Beyond section. Don't go that route.
Oh,
Out of the Beyond section.
I back away from the
But-
light.
Well, yeah, I mean, really, I mean, we actually remember we used to use the G Unit 716 because
Oh, yeah, because we couldn't remember. Oh, the gun it.
yeah, we used to call it Gun It 716 for a lot of stuff because
It's the only way we
when
remember it.
when Dan would get stuck or something, next thing you know, that's
Balls
all
to
he
the
would do.
wall.
He would just go balls to the wall, balls to the wall, balls to the wall continuously.
Which led to the recklessness.
Yes. Yeah. I think the recklessness was really because our trucks were 10 inches tall.
Oh, and they
And
just
kept
fuck
rolling
shit up.
over all the time.
If you can't go over it, go through it, you know?
What is up, JP? You're a little late. You're on J. Espinosa time.
What's up?
MST there.
I'm allowed to. But I mean, like I said, I mean, the people that come, that we came across doing this years ago is just, I mean,
They're a
some
bunch
good,
of
some
critters,
bad,
aren't
but
they?
yeah. Mostly everybody stuck
Whole
around.
pile of
Everybody's
critters.
really, I mean, everybody really is. I mean, to be honest with you, everybody that we talked to at the beginning is still basically here.
Right.
I mean,
Still
Yeah,
doing the same
yeah.
thing.
Some people have gotten out of
Well,
it and still.
Some people,
Doesn't matter.
family gets in the way and family is priority all day long.
Mhm.
Oh crap! Forget those kids. this is really what the podcast is about. This was we're actually auctioning off some of our children.
Oh, don't say that, man.
Banned, gone, done.
No,
Oh
they'd be
man,
fucking all over
censored.
that. Are you
Censored.
kidding me? Be right to Hollywood. Actually, we might get paid pretty good.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean that's one thing that I'm kind of glad that everybody's still basically around. Everybody still gets along. There's really not really much drama in the RC community. Well, I mean, to my face, anyways. I don't know what goes around our backs, but
Yeah.
I
mean,
refuse. I refuse drama.
believe me, that me too. I mean,
To hell with
if I wanted drama in my life, I mean, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing in the RC community right now. I mean, obviously, I'm not doing anything huge or big or trying to give myself a pat on the back.
Shots
But
fired.
yeah. Oh, Jay with his shots fired. You already know the truth, so you don't have to worry about it. It's okay. We still love you, buddy. But once again, it's it's the same thing. Like these are the jokes that we can have with the people around us. Nobody takes
Takes it
anything
serious.
serious. Everybody has a good time.
We all pick
You
on
know,
each other.
Yeah, and I mean, believe me, I want this. What I say
No.
to somebody is, I want the same thing back.
Yeah.
Like Bert when I go in the fields.
Well,
Bert
I
is a field
think everybody should just consider it a big Mel Brooks movie.
yeah, pretty much. Well, you gotta be more specific. What kind of Mel Brooks movie is it? Like what was it? What Women Want?
Oh.
Where remember he slipped in a shower.
I don't want
No.
to. That's for sure.
Believe me, my wife tells me all the time, "Damn, I wish you would go away." And then I go to
No,
Tom's.
I'm talking like Blazing Saddles, like laugh a minute, one-liners all the time. That's
Mhm.
how it should be all the time. Everybody laughing.
And to be honest with you, I mean, I'm not going to go into like a whole race thing, but it's funny because there's really so much um, in the RC community as far as ethnicity. And the funny thing is, like, there is nothing that ever gets thrown out of proportion. Everybody is
Yeah.
just there to have a good time. Nobody gives a crap who you are, what you look like, what you're driving, as long as you don't smash into their cars.
Sometimes it's fun though, when it's unexpected.
Like if you got a shitty vehicle out and it gets smashed into, you're like,
Whatever.
then you get your scale
Right,
check on, and
right.
I'm like, oh my god, what just happened?
Or when you took your Unimog out
Oh
the first
god,
time.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh man, I was livid that day. I'll throw you right off this
I don't even
hill.
remember who it was, but yeah, that was good.
But the thing is, I mean, there's no animosity. Like you still see those people, and like me personally, just don't bother me, and I won't bother you. I mean, I really don't care. But like I said, I mean, trying to do what I
No, I
want to
mean
do in the art.
we're all here to have fun. We're all here to play with tiny trucks. There shouldn't be any animosity. And most of the time when we go out, how many times have you or I helped somebody get something fixed, whatever?
Right.
I don't care who you are. If you need stuff to get back on the trail, let's go.
Especially
Right.
if you
Let's
have
get
it.
it done.
What did I think I gave Angry Mike 2 motors, and I think I gave out the one summer, I think it was like 7 servos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
every
gave
time
me
we
one
went
that
out,
I made
feel
last like what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, I mean the ESC that I gave you, that worked out really well because that you went the rest of the day. You had to zip tie it on top of another ESC because it
Yeah.
wasn't working. And guess what? I
Right,
think that truck,
right.
Alex actually has the chassis for that,
Which one?
the Comanche,
I do.
with the cantilever suspension in the rear.
Oh,
I'm good
yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
it's being rebuilt as we
Yep,
speak.
yep.
Yeah, he's got a cool build
Nice.
for that.
Is that the Cherokee
So-
body you're doing?
I got a Wrangler again. God damn it.
He went back to Jeep.
I love
We're talking
that
about
thing,
these
man.
shitty Jeeps, and this guy's all for them. No, I'm just
As
kidding.
long as they're scale and they
Yeah,
look
Yeah,
good,
that body looks good.
it's
That
gonna
paint-
look good. It's
that
gonna be
paint
That's
looks
the
good.
good.
thing.
Sure.
Not only that,
Yeah.
but guess what? You're back doing it. You're having fun. It's yours. You're making it your own, and that's all that it should
Exactly.
be.
Yeah.
I know we all bash on, oh, that another Jeep, another. Listen, I guess it really doesn't matter what you're building as long as you love it. That's
Yeah,
all that matters. And you're using your
personalized for you.
correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Tom will tell you it doesn't really matter. I mean, we pick on everybody and everything. I mean, look how many people say that axials suck and Traxxas suck, and I'm tired of seeing this. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's what they could afford, and that's what they built. That's
That's
what
what
they
they
like,
like.
and
Yeah,
who are you to say anything?
right.
And each
I have one of everything,
company
so I can
has
talk
its
about
high
everything.
points and low points.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like I said,
Everything
I
sucks
mean,
because you know why? Because they break and they cost money.
exactly. But
hey,
it's not full
I'm not
scale, so it's a
I'm
little
knocking on
cheaper.
fake wood here that I got pretty lucky so far. I don't really break too much.
I do. RC 4-wheel drive.
Well, I mean,
Those axles.
yeah,
That's it though.
the beast.
Everything
At
else
least
is nice.
at least you get like 20 minutes on the trail, and then the beast breaks.
But it's so fucking heavy to bring back.
Oh,
Yeah.
remember that one time?
Uh-huh.
Remember I think
The
Tom
first
was there
time?
too. The first time we ever took the beast in the RC 4-wheel drive.
I didn't
Oh,
even make
at
it to a
Tom's.
trail.
Hey Tom, remember the first time I brought the Trail Finder 2
Yeah.
over? And I got right to your friggin' course and the friggin' front differential strips out.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, I do. That's because those
and then-
dang axles, man. Those damn
Oh.
axles always need work, and
I will tell you the
I'll
helical
tell you what not many
gears that they
people do.
Yeah.
right. And the thing is, then the next time I get mine somewhat fixed up, and
It was the first run too.
that
It was the
So
first
we-
run out of the box.
I
Mm.
think Tom was there. We all went down to
Yeah, there was a lot.
Hunter's Creek.
I didn't even make it to anything.
Yeah, we went down to
Yeah.
Hunter's Creek, and then Alex's beast breaks, and I was like, "Oh, son of a bitch," And then what happens? My friggin' rear gear or my rear axle strips out the gears. I'm like, "Son of a!"
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we both did the walk of shame, which is fine because
Yeah.
remember it was like a hurricane after
Yeah.
that, and they got torrential downpour on. So
Yours was like 10 pounds. Mine was like 30.
what do we
Yeah, the
got? We
Beast
got
is a heavy vehicle.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, I'm hoping the
It's-
fix I did to that front axle holds up at least in 20 to 40 minutes.
Yeah. Right.
20 to
It's
40.
back together, so we'll see how it does this
So what do we
year.
got? We got West New York
Mm.
RC, which is Chris, who
luck.
also drives like an old grandpa, Corey. This is true. Yes. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I do drive like an old man, but like I said, I mean, I do it for a reason because I like to watch the suspension. I like picking and choosing where my
'Cause we're
tires
zoning
go, and,
out,
and usually most of the time is I'm in pain, so I get a little high, and then I just zone out. I ain't gonna lie.
Well,
Right.
me and Corey had a blast that one time going to the Flame Trail, and at the bottom by the creek going right
Oh,
instead
going
of
to the
left
right.
towards the Flame. And
see that
Oh, going.
him and
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
nerded out for a while on that. It's a lot more like single path, like single track
Yeah.
walking path. A lot more scale looking in spots too, and not that
Not only that,
beaten.
but it's not as hectic. It's
Exactly.
less-
traffic,
We're not
yeah.
way less
Yeah.
foot traffic. So I mean, the trails are going to be way better looking too, and everything's there's not going to be litter around and all the other
Yeah.
bullshit that
Yeah.
comes with people.
Kind of make your own path.
JP,
too.
you didn't miss the weed part. We're gonna get to that next. And yes, scale things and such.
Did I miss the week?
JP's just here for the weed part. That's
Well, for
great.
some of us, the weed part goes the whole time.
Yes, yes.
It's the lead up, all right.
But yeah, I mean, I think that'll be another topic. We'll talk about some of our favorite places to go and stuff like that. Even though I think that a lot of people will be downtown this year, so
Oh yeah.
which will leave.
Yeah,
Yep.
that
but
place
we
is going to
won't-
be hopping. Definitely,
Yes,
it's cool to see that going in. Really,
It really is.
That it's that much of an impact that they actually decided to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm definitely gonna give credit where credit's due. That was all West New York RC, Chris Perry. You can go and stop by his channel. Chris Perry has to remind me because I'm old. As we start discussing, I'll forget to put a link to your channel in this. What's up, Donnie Bates?
Danny
You and
Bates.
Is that Danny? Oh, sorry.
Danny Bates. Yeah.
Hi,
Learn how to
Dan.
Why
read,
didn't I
you
look?
jerk.
No one said we were smart.
Well, if I would have looked up at the TV, I could have seen it better. Right now, I'm looking at the computer screen. So, yeah, I forgot I had a big screen on the wall.
Which those don't work, by the way.
Yeah.
Try it. Trust me. Wink, wink.
But I just, like I said, I mean, I figure we'll discuss some of this stuff, like the good times, and
It's more
like I
of a
said,
relaxed environment.
yeah,
Kind of just
yeah. I
talk
mean,
about whatever.
like I said, I mean, we did meet a lot of cool people, and the best part is we still,
Built the
talk to.
friendships with them too.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah. Some friendships, some enemy ships, but still, but
Even still, those are fun.
But I mean,
Well,
really,
It's
to be
all
honest
about
with
tiny
you, it's
trucks.
yeah. At the end of the day, I mean, really, it's tiny trucks. Get over it. It's just like anything else
It's like
in
we're
life.
little boys playing in the backyard.
Yeah, let's beat each other up, call it a day. Shake hands and kiss babies, and shake
Shake
babies and
babies.
kiss hands,
Kiss hands.
and just continue on what we were doing. I mean, I don't really like you, Tom. I know you feel the same way, Alex. I know you feel
You
the
don't
same
really
way.
like me? Is that what you said there?
No, we love you.
Yeah, there's a difference between like and loving.
Oh, the act or the emotion?
Yeah. Boom, chicka, wow, wow.
The hell was that? Where are they? I don't see anybody.
We're filming live in front of a studio audience. No, I'm just kidding.
That'd be some shit.
Danny, Donnie, same thing. After one of
Jeez.
and it always goes there. Thank God the next topic is a good one. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, we all want to see the same thing. We want to see the community grow. We want, people to see that, we're not out to cause stupidity.
Well,
We're
our
just out
stupidity.
having fun, a big group of friends or goofballs or whatever you want to call them. We're just out all
What are you
having a
doing,
good.
Tom?
What?
That's why Tom's not here right now. He
Getting
has
ready for the
COVID.
next topic is what I'm doing.
Which I mean, we did pretty much discuss quite a bit the friendships and stuff like that, and how we all got started. And I think that was it should be a good topic because I mean this podcast is going to go on for a while as far as until I don't know until something happens. I don't know.
Like it or not, you're stuck with us.
Yeah, yep. But I'll tell you one thing: if anything ever happens to me, if this all goes downhill, this all has to go to Alex.
Can I have your pogo
So
stick?
yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys to keep this going because, but just to let you know, you have to actually pay for everything that it costs because I can't pay for it when I'm dead.
Start an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I heard
But we
feet
could
pics are going
definitely
good.
sell his organs to fund a good bit of
Oh,
Tom, I do the same thing you do. I don't think my organs are very good, buddy.
this.
But
Yeah, these lungs
I
are
mean,
shot. This liver, wow, this thing's bad.
my neck is gone, my head is gone, my shoulders are gone. Alex knocked me off a motorcycle at 80, 90 miles an hour, so that put a lot of damage to things.
Yeah.
So
I crashed a moped.
you were going 2 miles an hour. How did
Whiskey
you screw
throttle.
that?
Whiskey throttle.
And the
I
sad
missed
Yeah,
part is,
some of us are dumb and just abuse the hell out of ourselves.
The best part.
it's okay though. I mean, we're all here laughing, having a good time, playing with tiny trucks because we don't want to get in big trucks anymore because we don't want to fix them. And
Well, the thing is, the getting stuck part. That was always the fun part. You go out with
Everybody
a full-size
working
truck
together.
and you get stuck, and now you got to find somebody with the bigger truck. And what really sucks is when you have
Oh,
the biggest
there it goes.
truck
Hi.
and you get that
we had a
stuck.
brain fart. Tom, you still there?
What? Huh?
I think Tom had a brain fart.
Thomas.
Oh, Tom got lost in the Beyond section that we were
We
talking
knew it.
about.
Oh, you
There
couldn't
it
resist.
is. There it is.
Oh, man.
Oh, there he is. Oh,
Oh, that was quick.
Are we back yet?
yep, we are back. Okay,
That was quick.
so we did a little discussion about how we got started and the friendships we made and stuff like that. So now the next topic is I know what most of you people are here for. Can I say
Whoa,
you people?
whoa.
Well, I don't
Wait
want
a
to.
second.
I don't want
buddy.
to assume like a gender or something. So I figure we're all people, right?
Well,
Okay, are we all people now? I
I
don't know what.
beg to differ on that.
What do you think, Tom? Are we people or no?
What do you
Bunch of
identify
mutants.
as? Yes.
Just a big cloud of smoke over here. But so the next topic, I think a lot of you guys are. I want to have a good no hand of God
Yes,
trail run.
I
To be honest
agree.
with you, I mean
I
when we
want that
have our
every
small,
time.
we have our small groups. I mean that's one reason why. I'm not going to go into this whole spiel again, but that's one reason why I said I want to fall back on most of the events this year is because of that reason. I miss going out with the small groups and doing those no hand of God. When you have 50 people doing no hand of God,
It
it's
doesn't
just it's
work.
Oh
not
man,
fun. It doesn't work.
that
And
takes a
we
long time.
so okay, we'll
Half
go
of us
back and
get lost.
we'll go back. What's going on, Mom? She
Mom,
had to create a separate YouTube. Yeah, look at Ellen Schwarfigers.
boys, excuse me.
Yeah, don't assume what I am. Um, but no, I want to go back to. Let's go back to the last topic, and let's go back to the first charity event that we did.
Yeah.
So we get 5 people together. I think it was what me, Deemer, Crawl, Alex,
Myself.
and
Yourself. Yeah.
and yeah, I don't remember if there was anybody else that day because I'm old.
I don't.
It might
I
have been
think there was
JP.
like maybe
Hey,
like
yeah.
7 of us at the most.
Yeah, I want to say JP was there too.
Scott.
Scott Benson, maybe. I don't know because it was after we cleaned up the trails,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
I think JP was following us with the rake and stuff. I think JP was there. That was before he got really high and then
Started riding it,
yeah, wanting to make chicken.
which is fine.
So let's go
Yeah,
back to that
yeah,
day.
but
So you remember after that we decided, all right, let's do a trail run to see how long it'll take, so we can have,
Oh,
you
that
know.
was a terrible
right.
idea.
Kind of
So it
judge
took
what
us.
we, how long
So
this
it took
event's
us.
going to be.
So it took us what? Maybe like 2 hours to do the whole thing.
Yeah, if that. I thought it was like an hour and a half. And we're like, yeah, that'll work because, you know, you add a few more people, a little bit more time, you're good.
Yeah,
We can get
yeah, it shouldn't
cooking
take no
by
more than
this
two
time.
hours.
Right.
So here's the thing. We what is going on, Rich? It's Richard.
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 What's
Okay.
up, Rich?
Mom is back to watch you animals. Hey, she raised us. It's not our fault. We get to blame her.
Hey, not me. I wasn't planned.
The favorite mistake. But so the so we do this, and it's like an hour and a half. We're figuring 2.5 hours max. So the day of the event comes. Now here we are. We have all of these other cool events planned. None of them took place. This this trail run G6 literally took what, 5 hours,
Oh,
4.5 hours.
Yeah,
yeah.
We
it
had
was
no time. By the time we got back to cook and
dumb.
finally did the giveaways and the raffles, we had, there was like no time. I think it was almost 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, we like to do Hand of God. Yes, that is a blast. We like to do scale Hand of God, but with big groups, it doesn't work.
It's hard.
It's
Yeah,
really
it's
difficult.
best like 15 to 20 people max, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even that's yeah. That's
Yeah,
challenging.
And
that-
even so, that might get broken up into like 2 groups of people of
Yeah.
10,
Yep.
and that might work fairly well too.
especially when you get a. The thing is, like a lot of us that go out, we've been with each other for a long period of time, and Alex has the same socks on as me. That's weird.
Whoa. Twins.
Oh,
Wow.
we are twins. Twinning. Woo!
Want to share? You wear one.
What
I
the
wear one.
hell?
But,
Wow.
yeah, that got a little weird. I like it. We
Want to touch
coordinated.
tips?
Tips of our socks. But no,
Wait, what? Aw.
So yeah, so I mean this year, like I told people before, I mean I'm not gonna go into the whole spiel again, but we'll just do it quickly. And Tom is gone.
Knew he
Tom
didn't like us. See, guys?
Sorry.
Tom went back to the
Oh,
Beyond
there he
section.
is.
So
Sorry.
this
Oh,
this
I knew
year
you didn't
again,
like
I
us.
mean I'm just gonna let everybody know if you're having huge events and a lot of get-togethers that bring a lot of people, you probably won't see me there, and that's not anything against you. It's just
A
the
lot
last
going on.
the last few years have just been difficult with trying to throw events and working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, creating a YouTube channel. Um, I just want to say that if you do have an event, I will show support and be there. Tom, I know you feel the same way, because you're like me. I think Alex's beard is better than yours. At
Kind of
least
gray though.
it doesn't really
I
matter.
think Tom's got us all beat, honestly.
Tom's got the best beard. There's no denying that. One knows good though. At least me and you could grow beards, because Rich, he's been trying to grow a
Oh,
beard since 20 years ago. He gets like a little beach fuzz.
that's how my daughter knows Tom. She goes, "Guy with the cool beard."
Yeah.
But anyways, let's get into the next topic, because I know we can talk about the old days and stuff like that forever,
Yeah.
and things
Oh
coming up.
God, crank the bullshit wheel for years, right?
Oh my God! And
God.
the sad part is, I think we only met you what, 2018,
18.
I think,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like 18,
Towards
something
the
like
tail
that.
end. Yep.
because COVID was COVID
Oh
was
God.
2020, and so yeah, it had to be
Yeah.
2018 and to 2017 maybe.
See, I love how we all went out during COVID and none of us got it. We'd have groups of 20,
How is
25
it?
people.
Let's. I mean, I don't want to
We
go
all
into.
shared bowls.
I know. I know that I'm
Right.
not. I know, because like I said, this is a sensitive subject. I know for Rick too.
Right. I did end
Which
up catching it though.
which yeah, well, the
Couple
sad
months
part
ago.
is, I caught it when I wasn't around
Yeah.
people. Like, how the hell do I
Yeah.
catch it sitting at home
Right.
watching, the Flintstones? But like I said, I know it's a tough subject to talk about, especially with my good friend Rick and his father passing.
ZZ Top
So,
guy, nice.
but ZZ Top guy.
Yeah.
So,
No,
like I
it's
said, I mean,
definitely destroyed some lives.
yeah. So we won't really get into that topic, only because, like I said, I mean,
Right.
it is sensitive for some people.
There's quite a few that I know. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. And but we're gonna talk to the we're gonna not talk to let's talk to the next subject. Hey, next subject, how you doing? I'm fucking stoned, man. so
Hello.
so I mean, the
Yeah.
next topic, as you all know, is really weird. Like, this has become a discussion that I get a lot in my private messages lately, and they're hitting up my DMs.
Ooh.
Oh man, this is great. No, but I'm not going to say no names, because it's not a disrespectful thing, and I do understand where most people are coming from, which is, which is perfectly great, But marijuana use around the RC community, it seems, especially in Western New York, it seems like you're still trying to figure that out. 2 hours. But I mean, let's discuss that, because I know most of you's in the comments section right now. I know most of you guys do smoke it or eat it, or do some form of it. But I know a lot of it is smoking. I used to be. Ooh, excuse me, man. This vodka stuff making me burp.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. High fives. but my mom. It stinks. It
You
stinks.
stink.
It
Smell like
stinks.
butterscotch candy.
You smell like old people. Like, you smell like baby powder.
Ew.
We love you, Mom. This is what happens when you're born in the Shore-Figure family. We are just ruthless to each other at all times. But like the marijuana usage, it's a consistent thing. I mean, think about it. How many times you go RCing and you see people out there just off to the side of the trail, some just lighting up in front of people, children.
Even just random hikers you would see when we're out on
Yeah,
the
nobody
trails.
nobody really complains. But I mean, like, I mean, I really don't mention no names, but I vape it now to cut down on other people smelling it. Listen, I used to be big into the edibles, but they started not working, and I've developed a little bit more some some problems. But we ain't gonna just discuss my stupidity because we all have problems. But there's another. I hope Mike Rice is still counting it. But we, yeah,
Um,
Rich is like, you need it. I know I need it because yeah, Rich knows all my past. Alex does too. It keeps me a little bit calmer when I'm on it.
Keeps me out there.
But
yeah, I mean, it's some people use it recreationally, some people use it as a form of medicine. There's
some
a
people
bunch
use
of
it as a
different ways that
scapegoat.
people use it.
Correct. And the thing is, it I mean, most of the people in our group, um, they're pretty much respectful. If you bring out a kid, they're not going to light it up in front of your kid. I think it's most outdoor people. Frisbee golf is a smoke fest event. It's true. I mean, to be honest with you, it only became that way since it's been legalized. I mean, oh, is that what we're calling it?
I, yeah,
Federal.
I mean, it's definitely become a lot more prevalent. Um, and I myself am still going to treat it like, it's still in a sense illegal and not, I'm not going to publicize it. That's the big
Right.
thing there.
And
And
and the thing is,
yeah, we burn a lot. And you show up to one of the outdoor meets like at the parks, and yeah, there's going to be a group of people. Somewhere's always burning because that's what we do. And we just try to not publicize it pretty much. Don't treat it like it's a big thing, and don't
It's like smoking
do
a
it in
cigarette.
front of kids. That's one of my big things. And that's my personal preference. And I'm going to say to each his own, but my personal preference is I don't want to publicize it around kids because
correct.
I don't want to put a bad image out there of anything. And I want them to make their own decisions about things like that and not
And
be swayed by something that I do.
correct. And I mean, when people do bring the kids on the trails, we usually let them go forward. And I mean,
Yes.
it's not that I'm
Yes.
not a consistent smoker because it doesn't take me much to relieve the pain. Um, so I mean, you won't see me continuously doing it unless the pain is brutal and the first 20 hits weren't working. So,
Or unless we
but
got one of them things that Bert rolls.
well, that's a tree trunk. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
that thing. Yeah. Where'd you find that? Oh, there's a stick on the ground. Why is it 10 feet long? The hell are you doing with that thing? Yes,
Huh.
kids should not be subjecting to it. Correct. I'm correct. And you know what I mean? That's why I mean I know we don't really publicize it in front of our kids. I mean, sometimes we'll go off to the side, but my kids are also to the age of they know what it is. They're not supposed to do it, but it's not like I'm blowing it in my kid's face. Uh, so I kind of stay away. You're the same way. We find our own
There
little.
is a
We
certain level of respect that should be used with it, just because of things like that. Some people can't be around it because of, possibly their job. Because you
that
got somebody
and
with
then
a
past
CDL,
experiences.
you got somebody with a CDL, they have zero
Yeah.
Yes.
tolerance for
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
they
anything.
Yeah.
do.
And
That
then
DOT does
you
not
get
play
some
around.
Yep.
idiot that, drives into them, and they're drug testing that driver immediately because of the CDL.
Oh yeah.
Any
Yep.
sort
Yeah.
of
They want to make
incident,
sure no
you get
drugs or
tested
alcohol.
and you lose your license, you just lost your livelihood. And
Exactly.
I know that.
I can't have that kind of stuff going on. That just ain't cool.
No, and I
Um,
know for a fact because
You spend a lot of
I
money on
have
a
my
CDL.
CDL, and you know what I mean. But obviously I don't drive a truck no more. But
right,
you know what I mean. Also, is the reason why I do it is because I won't take pills. Past
right.
experiences with pills have pushed me away
Yes,
from not taking a pill.
Yes.
And what else are you going to be able to take?
I won't even take an
dude.
aspirin, honestly.
Yeah, I
There
mean,
there are some hardcore addictions that come with some of those pills, and
Oh,
yes,
I
yeah.
yep,
I hate seeing it.
and it's true. And to be honest with
It's like
you,
a dependency. You won't be able to get out of bed and
right,
do anything without it.
without it, correct. And
Right,
think about
right,
it.
because then it turns into a mental addiction after a while,
Mm-hmm.
and your
You think
body
you're feeling
creates those
better, but
cravings.
you're not.
My
Yeah,
doctor said if you smell it, it doesn't show. Well, it's different
It's
because
still, it's the point.
it's not the fact that it's the smell. Um, it's the fact that if somebody's a foot away from you and
It's out of
it's like
respect.
doing a shotgun. If they're blowing it in your face, you're inhaling it through your
yeah.
Strike
lungs.
shot.
It's still the same
Um,
thing.
or if somebody walks up into my workshop and like during a pulling event, because that's where we have everybody wander up this way to just stay away. If you were to
Right.
walk in there for 5-10 minutes, yeah, something's gonna happen.
I was scared to go in there at first. I'm like, oh man.
Come to my back room. But
Well,
what did Danny say? Nailed it. I was addicted to pain pills for 15 years. This is why I
Mhm.
smoke because I will never.
Yeah.
Correct, Danny. I'm in the same boat. I've had some bad experiences.
Mhm.
I'm not. I don't really want to get into it, but there was some bad instances with my wife when she, that we had some issues with me on them, and I don't
Yeah.
really, I'm not going to really go back into those old days of reminiscing about it. So,
Yeah.
um,
But even
I
the
haven't.
treatments they have for it is worse than the actual addiction.
I literally have a doctor that would prescribe me lower tabs, but I would rather deal with the pain than take a tab or anything else like that.
Yeah.
So, and that, like I said, I mean, but we'll go to that. I mean, I'm glad, Danny, that you got past that. You're moving on to you went on to something else that
Mhm.
that can make you
He's
sleepy,
smarter than that. That's the
happy,
thing.
sleepy, happy, and hungry.
Mhm.
So I mean, I'm glad I know somebody was in the same boat and got past that issue. And I know we go on to another thing with smoking, but I mean, if you think about it, I mean,
Yep.
what's the worst that can happen? We all look at each other, not do anything, and and laugh. I mean, but let's see here. I like my pain pills because my insurance covers it. Yeah,
But
I
not
mean,
for younger people. That's the thing. You actually in pain. A lot of the younger people just do it.
yeah,
And
that's
then
that. It's a different. It's still a narcotic, and you can become dependent on it. But I mean, everybody's life is different, and I'm not going to judge somebody for what they do. I just hope they can overcome, the problems that they have, and move on and do better. I mean,
yeah.
if I'm living proof that I am still here and I didn't die from the multiple things I have done stupidity wise, I mean, I think I would love to see more people do that. I
Right.
mean, who would have thought that, you know, the day coming home with half of the body parts hanging off me and not being able to use on a motorcycle, I would be
Yeah.
doing a YouTube channel / podcast with my brother and friends tuning in,
Mhm.
So, oh yeah, Tom, I had a contact high when I was in that room at the Pulse was just well, Mike Crawl, we have to make you
Yes,
we have
sir.
to make you a sign that says do not enter. I love RC because the addiction is the safest one I ever had.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I would have, yeah, I don't know if that's a safe addiction. Your wallet pays for that one.
Let's just say Amazon loves you.
Yeah, and
Well,
feels.
Yeah.
at least with the RC addiction, you have something to show for it at the end.
Right.
Correct.
And
Yeah,
Every
because I
time
mean,
I
think
went
about
in
it.
to
If
feel
Not
if
like-
you feel
oh,
if you fill a bowl, obviously you're gonna burn it all, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, there ain't nothing left. At least with the RC, it's still sitting there.
yeah, yeah.
mhm.
And a lot of times, other than when you drink to blackout drunk, you don't remember things. At least with RC, you can remember those times too then. And
Yes,
that's
we just
kind of
reminisced
fun
on
too.
them
Yeah.
about an hour ago.
Yeah,
We reminisced.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think, if I know most, like I said, most of the people in our group that we have is pretty much respectful. Um, Usually, we kind of blacklist the people that are disrespectful because we don't want to be judged by their character. We
Right.
want to be judged on our own character,
Right,
and
right.
so
Yeah, and you don't want to put a bad image out there. And
especially considering what
I'm
a lot of us are doing in the RC community.
yeah, I mean, some of us, work in a store, so you kind of got to
Right.
be a little bit professional and not be a stoned idiot when you're talking to some
Mhm.
kid at an event about
Correct.
RC stuff.
Right.
Um,
Right.
I got to go talk to this older lady and her grandchild at one of the rally events. She thought the RC cars were the coolest thing and she wanted one. And
Well, it
I talked to her like for 10, 15 minutes about this stuff. And I come walking back and everybody's like, is it all good? It's all good. I'm like, dude, she wants to race.
I think she was hitting on you.
So,
Oh, maybe.
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
But and the thing
That'd
is,
be kind of neat.
like you said, you can make out with her on her plastic covered couch. You can
Nice.
hang out, watch Murder She Wrote.
Yeah. And then
Right.
if I'm rebuilding a transmission to the crawler, it won't get the couch greasy.
You can you can make out with her and then have her send you a check for $5 on your birthday.
Everything
movie
would
was
smell like lemon pledge.
Well, no, that's the thing too. Like, look at when we did that last minute get together at the car show. The people that came up to us, not knowing that RCs went that far, with everybody bring out the drag cars and the tractor trailers and the drift cars and
Oh yeah, all the
military.
different stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they did not know that half this stuff existed, and
Right.
it was cool because I literally talked to a guy for almost a half hour to 45 minutes about a drone. Like, he was so fascinated, and then I showed him what you can see on the tablet with the drone up in the air. He was so
Yeah.
fascinated, and talking to people like that and showing them that is just it's great. And the thing is, you don't even you can be high or not high, and you can still have the same perfect conversation with
Right.
people. And there's so many questions here.
Right.
I spent so
Right.
much on booze I'll never get back. I'm so glad I'm not a big drinker. I mean, I think I have.
Cookies.
Oh my. So yeah, let's. Andrew
Sorry,
Schultz
Andrew.
will never live that one
We
down.
love you though.
Yeah,
Wow.
Andrew will never live
Yeah.
that chocolate chip cookie down. Friggin' passed out in the truck.
I was like, did he leave? I didn't even say bye. I felt
It was
bad.
it was like my child. I had to put a plate.
Oh,
I had to
sweet.
put a plate.
Good work,
I had
Jay.
to put a
Thank you.
you don't need alcohol. We know what happens when you drink. Just stick to ours. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think he's referring to when there was a bloodbath in the house. Remember that one time?
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
was
I think
cleaning
that's what. Yeah. That was bad. That was a bloodbath.
You know
That
what the
poor-
best part was? Is that like days afterwards, I found a 30-pack in the hallway, and I'm like, sweet, there's still beer.
I just remember everybody texting me. There's blood on the ceiling. There's blood on the cupboards. What did you do? There's a crime scene in here. What do we got? We got Tom. I'm here working on your project. That's awesome. And that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
he
That's
is.
another thing. You come across people like this, and what I mean, they stick with you and they leave an imprint on you.
Right.
Some of us like sleeping in our trucks. But to be honest with
Yeah,
you,
like
Andrew,
some
you're
people that like sleeping in their trucks.
and Andrew, I have to say that if your neck, back, and knees didn't hurt after that, I would be surprised because you're like 9 feet tall in a regular cab pickup truck. That had to be the most uncomfortable
Yeah.
thing in the world.
I felt bad. I'm like, I didn't say bye. Where is he? And then he showed up. I'm like, oh.
All I know is he was like, I thought those were regular chocolate chip cookies. I ate the whole thing. I gotta go take a nap. 9 hours later.
Well, I think at
Yeah,
that point,
save
any
the
place
food.
was comfortable for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I'm just glad I'm just glad he was in his truck and I couldn't find him because man, I had a black permanent marker. I was gonna draw some pictures.
Oh boy.
Uh, we love you, Andrew. But once again, I mean, these are the type of people you come across in the RC community, and they, you know,
You draw
even though you
something
don't
like what
talk,
I did on the inside of John's RC
Oh, yeah.
little SCX 24 the other day.
is it? At least it's smaller than the one. It's smaller than the one that somebody drew in that Chevy body. Remember the Chevy body with all the
No, I think
signatures?
they're about the same. We might
Really?
have to play compare and contrast.
I have to play swords. Studio audio.
You'll just have to,
But
next time you're down here, you'll have to ask John, hey, John, let me see that. I want to see your little winky.
Come here, boy. But it's once again, it's the same thing. You know, we just said a while ago. The people that come across, you come across to the RC community, the weird things that leave an imprint on you, but yet, I mean, there's like no animosity. Everybody's getting along. We could joke, we can laugh. Because
Yep.
believe me, I mean, next time I see Andrew, I hope he starts making fun of me for some odd reason. If not, I'll give him something to make fun of me about.
Yeah, we'll figure out
But
something for sure.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things. Like, we could go back to, when we go on the trails, get a little baked, and then
Or that.
what's that?
That's what we need right
Oh,
there.
the happy mushroom.
That's usually me.
What, getting the mushroom stamp?
Oh,
Tom,
dude.
if you're down, I might want you to do up my camper buddy so it's done right. I'm glad you could see these, Tom, the comments.
Yes.
This is actually really cool. But
Camper
and that's
body.
another thing that we could talk about when we got a little high and you know
The ideas you come up with.
well no, the
And
fact that
then
you can watch
Yeah, I can
Dan
mess with
fly in
some
the
sort
air.
of camper. I'll have to see the thing. Definitely.
pass on the
Oh
I
my
just got
God.
basically contracted last night to do a trailer to fit a felony or a M41 boat on it. So that's something that's coming up here soon after let's see, the nationals for the polling, and after the swap meet, I think I'll start busting on that trailer.
Yeah,
So
'cause,
yeah, we could do
uh,
something with campers. I have a little pop up that needs to get painted too. What did I go
I have,
into the Beyond again?
no, you're still there. We were just letting you talk instead of talking over you
Oh,
because
okay. Because I heard
you were on a mission.
like just an errant
Oh no, because I
Eh.
gotta finish my camper. It made me think of that.
Oh, the Winnebago.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Winnebago
yeah.
Hawk.
Yeah, we got a little bit to do on that one, which shouldn't be too bad.
Years of baking.
No, because yeah, that's
There's
like
an
20 years. No. Mike Rice better keep track of these. But
It's a drinking
there it is
game.
again. But no, we wanted to go back real quick and talk about
Yep.
like the falls. So
Oh,
all the
yeah.
falls, the one where I bruised
The
my
busting your
tailbone.
asses.
Yeah, the one I bruised my
No.
tailbone. And didn't you fall the one day with?
I tried catching Dan and I ended up falling.
So I think one of the
Oh,
first, man, I remember me, Alex, and Dan went out, and I don't think anybody was with us.
I think it was just
And
us
we were
up there.
trying out down by Shelter 31, and we were walking the whole creek, and all of a sudden we turn around. Dan's got flip flops on. Why he had flip flops on? I
Was
had
it?
water
Yeah, it was
shoes.
flip-flop. I think I had flip flops.
Man, all of a sudden we heard the loudest slap. We turn around, we see one of Dan's flip flops floating down
The
the creek.
batteries just
The,
like
the
No.
batteries
Jeez.
exploded out of his controller. His book bag is in like another area.
And then me
Oh
and
my-
him stood in that creek and just laughed for
Oh
like
my
20 minutes.
God. And I'll tell you one thing though, it probably hurt more if you weren't stoned.
True, true.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that time when I had the blazer out during the I think that was during the Scalers G6 by Shelter 31.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, I was trying to run in front of everybody, and I slid and busted my tailbone.
Oh,
That my tailbone is still green back there. That was brutal. But
there's
once
been
again,
some good ones.
at first you don't think about it because you're stoned. So sometimes being stoned on the trails is a good thing.
It's just funny. Everyone else is laughing.
Until it
so
wears
you're like,
off.
oh,
Yeah. Till it wears off, and you're like, oh gosh, son
next
of
day
a.
you wake up, you're like, what the hell?
I
happened
was
yesterday?"
standing over in the creek the one time on a piece of concrete that was like slid, and then all of a sudden, and I went right down on my ass and tailbone, and my controller stayed in my hand, but I slammed the thing off the concrete, and it exploded the battery cover, and the battery's out of it,
Oh,
and that
Oh.
freaking hurt.
Oh, and
One of the first night ones we did down here, I was in the lead, and I'm nerding out, looking at my truck, watching the truck. I take a step, and all of a sudden, shoop, I go down, and I'm laying in this hole that's in the creek. It was dry, but it was like a perfect human-sized hole in the creek there. And I didn't get hurt. I laughed more than anything, but
mm,
yeah, I mean, that kind of shit always happens. I mean, it's just the nature of out crawling with these things. You're going to try to find treacherous terrain for your truck. Well, your ass got to get up and down that too.
yes.
yeah, we don't ever really think about that.
No,
Uh,
no, crippled
we
up as we all are, yet we're still out there like friggin' mountain goats.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean, there's that one
last big
crazy
one
dude from down in PA. He'll friggin' take you to some trails
Sure.
that, you know, they'll make your butthole pucker and make you make little Tootsie Rolls. There's
Back Road
some pretty
Jared.
cool shit down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am speaking of good old Jared.
yeah, yeah. I told him I want to come down there
And-
for the weekend this year.
Yeah.
That dude
Gotta
has
always
zero
have to come up
fear, will traverse anything, like anywhere, in work shoes not tied.
That's one of the reasons I told him the other day on Facebook. I go, that's why we're friends. When he was driving his truck with the wheel falling off, I'm like,
Oh,
ah,
yeah.
that's why we're friends, because that's something stupid I would do. I wanna
Right?
get back to Chris Perry said last big one at Lockport. Someone fell in the creek, and I had it on video in slow mo. Had to cut that out in the final cut. No, I would have left it in there.
No.
You want to know why? Because I think that was Tom Derek. I think that I said his last name. I love Tom, but he always picks on me for my big chrome wheels, so I have to get a laugh at him every time I can. And just, Tom, if you listen to this, I still love you. Oh my God, them PA trails. That was I
I've
forgot.
heard about those.
I forgot what
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But I heard about it.
I forgot what happened. I couldn't go.
And then Deemer reenacted it. And
Yeah, there
Yeah,
was some reason you couldn't attend, Corey.
Is
I
that
don't
my
remember
truck?
what the deal was. Maybe work.
Probably, and that's the thing. I mean, I don't want to do that again this year, man. I miss out on so much, and you know, growing the channel. I mean, I
Yeah.
can't keep missing out on that stuff. You know, while
Oh.
I'm trying to what I do.
Back to that that little trail run in PA. So
When
I
everybody
think it
fell down
was
the hill.
Deemer's truck went down a ravine like
Let me
a
stop you
good
right there.
ways, and
Let
then
me
a
stop
little
you
bit
right there.
later.
Tom, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Uh-oh.
When doesn't
Okay.
Deemer's truck go down
Mhm.
go down a hill? I think Deemer tests every hill he
Well-
possibly could find, and then blames
Well,
it on somebody else's.
we
truck.
find his truck. We find his truck, and it's all good. A little bit later down the trail, I lose my truck down this ravine, and about halfway climbing down this ravine, Deemer's helping me. He looks over at me and he goes, "Oh yeah, hey, rattlesnakes." And I'm like,
Oh.
what about them? He's like, "They're everywhere." And I'm like, oh, neat. This sounds like fun now. And it took like a good 45 minutes to an hour for me to find my truck hanging from my DSM rope off of a tree, like hanging in midair. And I'm looking
man.
That
around
is
on the
great.
ground everywhere. I can't find anything. It's hanging in a goddamn tree.
What do we do?
But
Let's give Deemer a round of applause. That was so corny. I love it. But I mean, think about it. I mean, when like
but
Alex
yeah,
said,
those trails
when we
were no joke. That was some cool friggin' stuff down there.
like Alex said, look at him
And
at Sprague.
you got to be prepared for a good long walk if you're going to be going with Jared as your guide.
Well, he's the one that always carries 2 trucks.
Oh yeah, he's always got it on the
Yeah,
back.
he's got it on the back
Yeah,
just in case.
Mm-hmm.
But once
yeah.
again,
There's a
let's
method to
let,
his
let's
madness
be
there.
100% honest here, okay? Whenever Deemer goes somewhere, you already know something funny is gonna happen. Let's
Every
go
time.
back. Let's go back to Deemer's. Let's go back to Deemer's Spraguebrook trip. We decided to finally go to the right for the first time ever. And what does he do?
Yeah, the
Oh,
one
somebody's truck's
pathway. Yeah,
going down the
yeah.
hill. Where's your truck, Crawl? Oh, this is my truck right here.
It's
Oh
already
shit!
down the
Oh,
hill.
Oh shit!
that's
That's
my
mine.
truck.
That's my truck. And then he tries to drive it back up, and it rolls down a few more
Oh yeah,
times.
that was steep too.
Well,
Or the one
I was there.
G6 where everybody was scared of the mud pit. And I told Deemer, I'm like, dude, go for it. Hit it full speed. Send it. And he sticks it into the mud and it immediately burns up the motor.
Oh,
Well, that was like the time.
oh,
That was like the time we all go out, and he's laughing at me. Oh, your truck smells like smoke. It's on fire. I'm like, I don't know, man. They picked mine up. I'm like, mine's not on fire. He's like, oh, he goes, I smelled it. So me and him are looking at my truck. We turn around, and his TRX4 Sport is smoking like a son of a. He looks at me like, oh man, that's my truck.
Oh, that's mine. Oh, jeez.
It was his revolver motor. It was so caked with mud and dirt that it just started smoking.
that's cool.
Oh,
Yeah, he burned
but
up a couple, 3 of them.
well, the
I
sad part
believe
is
it.
the first one he ever had lasted forever, and then everything after that, every time he changed them, they just the casing
Yeah.
separated and fell apart, and
Mm-hmm.
he had no luck with them after that. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
let's go back to your PA trip, and that's another talk we could talk about the marijuana. Deemer said you guys had that bus so big that he had to drive with the window open the whole time. He said it was so bad.
Yeah.
How come you're not
I'm
saying nothing? You're just
sorry.
gonna laugh at that.
Guilty.
Burn.
I'm sorry.
But I mean, it just like I said. I mean, the marijuana thing. I mean, we can talk about this all day until we're blue in the face. As long as you're respecting the people around you, and like you
Yeah.
have at the compound, at least you have a dedicated smoking area, so it doesn't
Right.
bother anybody. And if they
Yeah.
want to bring their kids, everything's
Even,
safe.
and I'm not gonna, even for people smoking cigarettes, come on up front. My buddy's shop, there's a couple of ashtrays and he smokes cigarettes. I'm not too worried about that. All you're doing is, some ash on the ground, big deal, a cigarette butt in the
Mhm.
thing, cool. Pick up after yourself. And that way I'm not making people stand outside if it's stupid cold out, because
Right.
that sucks.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And,
Especially when you got to go outside and pee
it's,
and you're already small.
yeah,
Where is it?
yeah.
Man, I'm dribbling off my
Huh.
balls. It's like a ramp. Mike
I
Krause
had to
said that
pee,
was.
but now my legs just wet.
I squirted. That filled with smoke was great, Deemer. That bus was filled with smoke. Yeah. That was, especially considering like Deemer doesn't smoke, so yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty bad. Um, it, what was I talking about before? Oh, just the respecting, like you said, at least you have a dedicated room, so at least
Hmm.
if somebody wanted to bring their kid to the polls, at least we were talking earlier about Darren Mealy. He brings his son and his daughter, so and he's
Yep.
like his machines are no joke. So,
Oh
and
man. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is he brings up really nice looking stuff. He is a top notch person. His wife is great. He comes up with the whole fam, and they make it a whole day of just coming up here and hanging out. And he's coming
right,
from Ohio.
Oh
So
right,
God. Yeah.
the least I
and that
can do is show some hospitality and offer a smoke free environment, whether it's the marijuana, the cigarettes, whatever. The worst kind of
Mhm.
smoke that ends up back there is off of a speed control or a motor.
right,
Right.
right,
That's it.
and I think we have some of
And
those on video.
yep, yep. And that's just it. But I can say this, if somebody's walking the trails and they come across a group that is smoking, usually we try to keep it to a down low a bit.
Well, I
But
mean,
if
if you
they're
think about it,
walking
like
up onto you, then it's kind of different. I'm not going to project it, but if you come, back through walking because
Right.
something happened, you broke or whatever, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to, keep it on the down low in the back end of the trail.
well, that's
That's one
that's
of the reasons I usually
Right.
stick towards the back, anyways.
and
And
the
then
thing is too,
as
it's
you're
not like we're
walking,
doing
you see
right,
somebody that needs help with shit.
and you got to realize too, most of the time it's
But,
not in the center of the trail. Usually 90% of the time we go
It's
off
off
to
to
the
the side.
side,
Yeah.
or we'll go hang out by a tree somewhere. So it's
hmm
it's and that's the thing. I mean, if you're gonna do it in the RC community, at least try to be considerate of the other people. And that's like I said earlier. Most of us, when we do it, it's you know 90% of the time we stay back off to the
By
side, and
ourselves.
the hobby
Hmm.
has such an all around family vibe being well, and that's the thing. I mean, like I said, I mean, most of the people you come across in the RC community are great. And, if there is an issue, you can 90% of the time talk to that person. Hey, do
Right.
you mind doing this? Do you mind doing that? Do you
Right.
mind, what I mean? And 90% oh, yeah, yeah, sure. That's no biggie. So there's always always a
Like sign of respect or
correct. Yeah. So, I mean, there's always a camaraderie where, nobody's going to bash, hey, can you believe what this guy said to me? No, nobody usually does that. And
no.
that's why we keep the same group of people around us. And, anybody that, causes drama or problems, we just don't associate them. And me, 90% of the time, I really don't, like I said, I just judge people on their character nowadays. And that's how it should be.
Hmm.
And you know who to bring around and who not to bring around. And it's not that I try to push anybody away. And Tom, I know you're the same way, Alex. It's not that you don't want to push anybody away, but if you don't get that good vibe and you see something bad coming out of it,
hmm
Right.
you just walk away.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
Yeah. Try to keep the toxicity to a minimum.
Correct, correct.
And everybody has a bad day. Everybody can have
Hmm.
a bit of a moody day. Shit happens. And that's another thing that this hobby helps is the thing, you try not to bring your drama into the hobby, try to make your hobby a release from the drama.
Exactly.
Correct,
That's
correct.
why
It's
we
a
do it.
whether you're sitting there building the truck or doing something custom, or you just go out. Me personally, like I was having some issues the other day, and I ended up going out in the back on the trails and taking the 124 scale element and just hitting the trails and doing some donut with the SC28 and jumping them in slow motion in the
Yeah.
snow. And
Yep.
that took away
hmm
some of the frustration. Came back and did what I had to do. And I
hmm
guarantee a lot of people are like that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Hmm.
I had a bad day at work years ago,
Well, we don't
and
want to hear
got
about it.
back
No,
to
I'm
the
just
shop, and I burned a couple while charging up some batteries, and took the UDR outside and started hitting this pile of road millings that was like 6 foot tall. And I was sending that thing like 35 feet in distance. And after like a half hour of just whooping the shit out of that thing all hide up, I'm like, what happened at work?
Yeah, yeah. You just
and that's the
So,
thing. I mean, let's talk about another thing. What marijuana makes you do? It makes you get on a bicycle while somebody's towing you on an infraction and hitting you in the face with
Oh
rocks.
yeah,
Like,
that was awesome.
right?
let's get on the BMX bike and tie it up. What did we use? A bungee cord?
I don't even
Dog leash, I thought.
remember.
Oh, yeah,
maybe,
we
yeah.
used my dog leash.
Yeah.
That's right, the blue one. But that's another thing. Marijuana makes you do stupid things that make other people laugh.
Right.
Yeah, video
And
worthy
peppered me in the
content.
face with stones.
Yeah.
Did we ever get video of that?
I think I have a video of it somewhere.
Yeah, because I couldn't take the video. I was getting peppered in the face with
Yeah.
stones.
Yeah.
And I couldn't take the video because I was doing the peppering.
But once again, I mean, you think about, I mean, like marijuana sometimes actually makes you have a even better time.
Right.
Not
It
saying
brings
that it's
people together.
yeah,
to
it's
do shit like that.
well, not only that, but I mean, think about it. When we all first met, let's go back to that. On the side of Tom's, where everybody was like going towards the creek,
Mhm.
everybody was getting stuck in that one rut with the trailers and stuff. What did we do? We didn't even know each other, but guess what we did? We all stopped. We all passed around a bowl and stuff like that, and everybody was saying hi, talking, and never even met anybody. But all of a sudden, we all knew each other for 20 years as we were
Right,
standing around
right.
doing absolutely nothing but smoking a bowl.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's another
Yeah, the
thing. I think
camaraderie that comes with it.
yes, and I think that that also breaks the ice. You know what I mean? As weird as it may seem, where you go out, you talk to new people, but you really don't have a certain vibe with them yet. So you don't really know what to say or what to talk about. And then all of a sudden they smoke marijuana and you guys are all talking about the same
Right.
damn thing and you
Right.
guys are talking like you knew each other for 30 years, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just a
Right,
mindset
right.
that I see or if it's the truth. But I mean, for what I usually see, it seems like I think it was the same thing with JP. You know, talking to him at first, I didn't really know what to say to him. And then next you know, he started smoking weed. And then next you know, I started pinching his nipples and we were laughing and joking. And it turned into a consistent thing.
Then the pants are off and it's
What's
over
up,
with.
buddy?
Hey, buddy. Like, I don't even think I shake his hand anymore. I think we give each other a hug and I pinch his nipples.
Yeah. Or you give him that
Uh,
nice little ass pat.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's
Yeah.
usual. Yeah.
And then he looks
That's
at you
how
and
you
he's like,
greet each other.
hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
And he's just like, oh, you're done already?
It doesn't take me long. But I mean, so we'll have to do what we'll have to do is a poll for some more topics. My favorites. There he is. There's JP.
Do it.
My favorites. I don't even want to. It's so sad when you can't even. You don't even know anybody by shaking their hand anymore. You just kind of walk up to them, grab a head, hug, and pinch a nipple.
Right.
Like our hands don't even go out to shake anymore. It's just
They go
"Ah,
down.
grab it." Cough. Ask me about my
You'll have to start
wiener.
greeting my buddy John like that more often, Corey.
Would you like 2 fingers or
He'll
3?
enjoy that.
Which John are we talking about?
Old Johnny Zittle there.
Oh yeah. I'll do that with him. I think he'll like it. He might call me afterwards though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Ooh.
weird.
Ooh.
By the way, can I get your number? But yeah, I mean, we'll have to
Oh, I can
we'll have to
forward
do a
that. That's not a problem.
yeah, I think what we'll have to do is we'll have to come up with some other topics. I know a lot of people were you know having some issues. I'm not like I said, it wasn't anything bad, but I mean a lot of people are asking about the marijuana thing, and I just want to say one more thing that for the event on the 16th, the charity event, I will have a. I'll just throw that out. Oh, look at that, Alex! It's like perfect in front of us. So
Bam.
look at that's where that's probably where Tom's face would be if he was in this chat right now.
Oh,
We would have just covered
huh.
him up.
You can still see the beard though, so you're good. You're good.
But I mean, for for this for this event, I mean, we're gonna do the same thing, and I know me and Tom talk about it. There's a garage in the back, off to the side. Um, if we can keep the smoking over to that area, and not near the building. I mean, some of the people there do smoke, but if we could kind of keep it off the grid as far as coming into the building, that would be great. But I know me and Tom were talking about it, and we'll find a spot that
Maybe
you
you'll
know.
get a
Hopefully
bus
it's nice weather. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that's well. Even if it's not nice weather, please don't smoke inside.
Bring out a
Right. Well, I'm just saying, if it's nice weather, it's so much easier to just deke outside and hang out. And if it's, seasonable temperature, it's a lot easier to stand around out there,
Right.
find side of the garage behind some taller vehicle, pretend it's the high school parking lot again.
So everybody is okay to go smoke by Paul's camper. I'm just saying that right now. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, off to the
But
side by the garage is, I mean, it's far enough away from the building. Plus, the ramp jump is going to be out there as well.
yeah,
So
I'm kind of
you
hoping
won't.
that it's nice weather to go, beat the shit out of some stuff.
Well, I'm hoping it's also nice weather because I know I'm going to be inside most of the time until we do the ramp jump. But
Yeah.
I'm going to be all over the place, and it's gonna be tough to get out there. So I hope it's nice so that when we're all done at the end of the day, I can still go out there and bash on the ramp, and
Right.
I can do some stuff too. But because I mean,
Yeah.
it's still 4 o'clock, but you already know what happens. Everybody lingers around for a while, and
It
I know the variety
lingers,
club isn't
man.
going to say much if we just fart around in the back for stupid reasons.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I mean, if, I don't see it being a big deal if there's still some folk outside loitering for a little bit.
no, yeah, I mean, Jess and Diane and stuff like that, they won't. It ain't gonna matter to them. Joe will be, uh, glass block guy. Joe will
Yeah.
be
And
there
usually
too.
by then it'd be the majority of like the public. So the people that would be left would be like your friends, and
Pretty, pretty
everybody's
much.
kind of there to help you get everything picked up anyways and make sure that everything's legit. So
Yeah, because there's gonna be
that,
a lot of stuff that I gotta bring back. So, which I mean, I have they have the shop open right now. So, and I'm literally a block away. So it's gonna be all right traveling and dropping the stuff off back at the shop. So, watching the ramp
yeah.
jump is going to be absolutely interesting. Dude, I'm hoping they launch. Josh built that ramp big, like
it's huge.
Yeah.
that thing is
When I first seen
that
it,
thing
I'm
should
like,
just
oh,
launch some stuff. I'm
bring a
excited.
skateboard too, or a bike.
How big did he make that thing? Like 8 foot wide?
That is 4 feet wide and almost like to the
6 feet.
T of like I want to say 5.5
Yeah.
feet
So
long
bring
and
your
then
BMX,
4 foot
bring
high.
a skateboard.
So
Okay.
it's literally, and we have that whole back, so we have running room. That is for sure.
I
So, and
what was the surface that he made the ramp out of? Because I also have a sheet of like 1/4 inch or whatever masonite if you guys want to reinforce that thing any little bit more, because there
uh,
might be some
we don't.
people with some X Maxes coming at it.
Yeah.
We were gonna do dual layer of 1/8 inch underlay because we had it. We were trying to make it light enough
I
but
have
not
a
too
sheet
heavy.
of 1/4 inch too if you want to use that.
Yeah, well, we didn't
So
because I know I had to move it still. So and then I
right,
haven't really
exactly.
I know Josh is a little doing some resting. So um, I will probably end up finishing it because I don't want to bother him. So
Yeah, yeah,
I
he's
got
hurting a
a
little.
couple more. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I talk to him here
Yeah,
and there, and I do think, and I don't know if he watches these or not because I know he's been just kind of concentrating on him and the family, which is great. Because
right.
I know I stress him out because I move my 5 million miles an hour. So,
Hmm.
and I know he always tells me, slow down, stop, Jesus, you're wearing me out. So, but so it's good that he's doing that, and I don't want to keep bothering him. So.
Yeah,
But one thing I do thank him for helping, especially considering when we were on a time crunch in January, he really did.
stepped up there.
Yeah, yeah, and I really do appreciate it, and I thank him a lot, even though he may not believe it. Um, I do thank him a lot. So, but
Did you give him a
uh,
pants down hug?
Ooh.
I do, but there's nothing down there. I
Well,
get
I
poked in
mean,
the
it's
eye.
the thought that counts.
I just go down there and go. What do we got?
um,
Uh, according
yeah,
to
I'm
Farmer's Almanac,
hoping
the
that I'm going to see him tomorrow, actually, because I got uh, an aluminum beadlock wheel to give him. Apparently, he's got some gig going with putting one on his controller to make a trick steer wheel for it. So
that sounds
I
about
had an
right.
errant wheel laying around. I didn't see him yesterday at the store. Maybe tomorrow I will.
Maybe I'll have to make a
He's usually
special.
good for at least once a week at the store.
Yeah, I know I know he wants to start practicing airbrushing too. So, um,
Oh, cool.
I'm I'm curious to see what he's gonna come up with. So, I think
Yeah,
that's gonna be
because that
cool.
Beamer he did was pretty sweet looking with just rattle
That
pan.
that dude, that Beamer looks awesome. It really does.
I want to see it in person.
Yeah, I didn't see it in person either, but he was showing me the pictures. Um,
Okay.
but it looked it looked really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't really show off any of the pictures because it's not my place, but that thing looks
Right.
awesome.
Yep. You did
And
good
as
work.
it gets,
Did real good work there.
eh, according to the Farmer's Almanac, the 16th to the 25th is supposed to be sunny.
All right.
Okay, we're
What
holding
kind
them
of
to it.
farmer are we? I want to know what kind of Farmer's Almanac. Are we talking about like a corn
Dirt farmer, I
farmer, a
believe.
marijuana farmer? Because if it's a
No, like
marijuana farmer, I'm not believing him.
I'm gonna go with like Cletus from The Simpsons, a dirt farmer.
But yeah, let's do a I'm gonna do maybe a poll tomorrow. Maybe we'll come up with some new topics. I mean, I already have some in my head if we can't come up with some new ones. But I figure the weird messages I've been getting about the marijuana thing, I figured that was a good talk, and it seems like everybody's respectful about that. So it seems like everybody's on the same page as far as that. And obviously, if there's an issue or if there's an event I'm going to be at, or same thing with Tom, like the polls or something, and you're going to bring your kid, you're
Yeah,
worried, just shoot us a message or talk to us, and we'll make things work. We don't want anybody
say
to not
something,
show.
please.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes,
because
yes, please.
a closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah,
So if there is an issue, bring it up. Bring it up.
correct.
We'll alleviate it. We'll figure it out. Um, I mean, we're not trying to push anybody away. If anything, I'm trying to bring more people into the polls and have more people have more fun.
And if you
And
think about it, the more
really,
respect, the more people you'll bring.
yep, yep. And I'm really trying to get a record number of people hooking to the sled. I think so far in that room, the record has been 44. I'm trying for 50. I think that
To
would
be
be
honest with you, I
badass.
don't think it's going to be hard to do either.
No, no. I mean, especially because the past couple of months have been shitty weather on those days. So last month, Darren couldn't make it up here. It's
Yep.
unfortunate because he brings 8 or so, and he's got a buddy that was supposed to come with him that
And the best
probably
part,
has the same amount of stuff.
and the best part is They bring
So
stuff for
right
every
there would
class.
bring it over 50.
Yep. Yep. And the
Yes.
best, and the,
Well, a
and like I
lot.
said,
Yes.
the best
Um,
thing is you have more classes that are getting more competition because he brings one of everything, or two of everything. So
yeah.
you know the so
Yeah.
you
I
you
mean,
see the
between,
competition a little bit better.
yep. And between Joe and Darren, they have a lot of the bigger stuff. And
Yes,
then
powerhouse.
between myself, Joe, and Darren, we pretty much have damn near one of anything that is electric.
Right.
So, and you can get a good look at what pretty much every class is. And if there's two of the same thing there, it's definitely a pull then, because Joe doesn't like running his stuff if it's just him, because it's extra wear and tear on his stuff, and I can understand that.
Correct. Yeah. There's no point of
So
running it if
yeah,
you're running by
it's
yourself.
definitely cool. Yeah, it's no
Yeah.
fun. I mean, it's okay to run like, something exhibition, like Kevin
Right.
did last time with his LMT. That was cool as
Correct.
shit to see one of them things running 4S down the track. That
Yeah.
was damn impressive.
Trying to control that thing's even worse.
Yeah, that looked like it was a little bit of a struggle down there.
A little squirrely. Looks like Chris
But
Berry will be
yeah,
there in
um,
April, and I'm
awesome.
hoping to have
That's
both
going to
the
be a
cameras.
full house then.
I'm going to bring both cameras, so therefore, if there's downtime, we can jump in front of the camera. Uh, so like last time,
Well,
there's
I,
there's
I was told, let's see, I'm pretty sure Darren's coming up from Ohio. There's a good chance he might bring his buddy if he doesn't have anything going on. And then I was also told that Andre from out near Phelps and Bob and Terry from out that way too are going to be coming out. It sounds like I might be getting near 70 some vehicles hooked into the sled if that's the case, because Bob and Terry show up with stuff.
yeah, and we we
So,
thought Darren
yeah,
showed up with stuff.
dude, Bob and Terry showed up the one time with 18 vehicles. And it was kind of like test and tune for them because they had a bunch of crap that they just built up and they're trying stuff out. I'm like, hell yeah, guys. There's a sled, there's a track, you're here, we're running.
Right.
So, yeah, and trying to grow that a bunch. And it doesn't seem like it needs much help anymore. It's kind of getting to the point where it's blowing up pretty cool, and I dig
And
it.
it's steady too. It seemed like we
Yeah,
got a lot of
yeah.
a lot of people watching the polls and chiming in too with the live, so that was great. That's why I figure we'll bring the double camera. Therefore, if people are running and you want to jump on and answer some questions or something, it's something we could do too. But at least it gives people a
Oh,
broadcast
okay.
as
I
well.
thought Alex fell asleep there for a second. He wasn't moving.
No, the screen froze.
Oh, okay. That's what it was.
It's skipping. It's skipping.
But yeah, hell yeah. I want definitely can't wait for next month. That's gonna be cool. And every month I try to do something else in that shop to just make it a little bit better too. And it keeps getting really nice in there.
Well, yeah,
Uh-oh, he
I
fell
mean,
over.
tickle, 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 tickle. I'm allowed to touch him there. He's my brother. He's getting ready.
Oh wow. Huh.
Hi.
I didn't know you had George Clinton as a guest.
And you thought Gallagher was dead. There he is right there. Gallagher ain't dead. He's over here smashing watermelons in my living room. But yeah, we'll keep so it seems like every Thursday around 7:30 is what we're gonna try to push for. Um we'll which hat? You got two of them on. Well,
I do.
we'll try to come up with some more topics. Obviously, during a podcast, things go in different directions, like it did towards the end, but which is perfectly fine because yes, and some of that. So I will end up. Those ums just come out of nowhere.
Better
So
than the
I will end up
stare.
chopping the audio up and getting it on the podcast hopefully tonight, the podcast site, and we'll try to get it streaming and try to blow this thing up for the West New York area, man, the RC community,
Yeah.
just like
I mean,
everything
there's
else
a
that we're
lot of
doing.
stuff going on in like damn near every facet of RC around here. There's, the drag racing's going still. That
Yep.
crawler park down on the waterfront is going. There's the rally racing and stuff like
Yep.
that, which is a lot of fun. So
But
there's kind of a little bit of
and that's
everything of,
and that's the thing.
whatever you kind of got.
And that's the other thing. That's another reason why I don't plan on doing any events this year. There's so much going on.
Yeah.
It's there's no
That's the
point of
thing.
planning much, you know. I mean,
Right, right.
obviously a charity event or something like that, that's cool with me, but I mean, I would rather hit up another person's event and, show some
Well,
support, and that's about it,
it's cool to grow the hobby and then go be a spectator at an event or,
which is weird for
a
me,
participant in that event rather
Not
than
having to
the
run
host
anything.
of that event.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Mike Kralsa said, got to get some of the RC boats out, and that's cool because with the
Ooh.
drones, I mean, I had a blast recording the boats last time with the drone, so I'd like to do some more
Yeah,
of that. You
dude,
know,
that Thrasher boat that he's got. Oh my, wow, that thing
listen,
is just nasty.
no, want to know what's nasty? That cool friggin' big U.S. Coast Guard friggin' fireboat that he's got.
Oh.
That thing is neat. He brought that
Oh,
the one time, and I'm like, that is awesome. And I should have just pushed him in the water and took it from him because Kate wouldn't have minded. She was
oh
like, "You
no,
want
no,
it? You
no.
should
Kate
take
will
it."
just give it to you.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. Kate has already said that it's one of ours.
yeah, yeah. We just gotta wait until it's in the trunk, and then we gotta take it.
What? No,
uh,
Kate'll put it in your trunk. She'll put it in the
Right.
back of your van, no problem there.
I don't
Like,
know if
here,
she
you
can
can
put it in
have
there. I got a
this.
lot of stuff. I got a lot of junk in my trunk.
Oh, she would give every single boat of Mike's to you, no problem. And
and
she'd just be like,
and
I
then I
love
would sell them
this,
back to
thank
Mike.
you. And then
uh,
she'd probably put Mike in the passenger seat and go, here, you can have this
You can
too.
have all of it.
because
Take it all.
he's my favorite toy. But yeah, let's I'll put up a poll. We'll get some more topics for next week. I already have a few of mine that I mean I think I would like to talk about, but so much to go to. Hope King of the Hills events are still on. That I have no idea, Chris. That isn't my department. I just helped them last year a little bit, set some things up and have fun. But of course, every time I went, I could only stay for about an hour because I overworked myself last year, which I don't plan on doing this year. So,
Right.
as you guys can tell, I've been kind of busy online the last few weeks, and I'm hoping to keep it that way. So, for myself. But
And without stepping on any toes, I also want to do some like hill climbing, rock racing type crap down here at some point. Get a few people together to test it to see how a couple of these
well,
spots down here would
we,
be.
we talked about that during I think about the time of the charity event there. Remember,
Yeah.
we were walking around and like this would be a cool spot. So this was what
Yeah.
4 years ago, 3 years ago
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
actually talked
Well,
about some of those shale spots.
by now I have some other spots that have deteriorated from the trails that they were. And I'm thinking rather than trying to rebuild, I'll just redesign and
Right.
do different pathways and make the
Well,
stuff that's there kind of an obstacle in itself.
well, we
So,
either way, we need Alex to drive the Rift.
Oh fuck.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, I'd like to do,
I
a
don't ever
run
drive the
what you
damn thing.
brung kind of. If you think you can make it, okay, do it.
Challenge accepted.
I'm gonna bring out the Trail Finder 2 and destroy everybody. Yeah, 3.85 for the win, baby.
I'm gonna bring my CC01 and show y'all what's up.
Yeah, your CC01 ain't got nothing on my 1-inch tires.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna take this. I got this X mod over here of Jay Espinosa's that it's a high lift Hummer. So you better watch out
Oh yeah,
because
well guess
that
what?
thing
What else?
that thing
What
gets
else?
stuck on a thumbtack.
Well, you better watch out because I'm gonna find out whatever else Jay has laying around there, and I'm gonna use his stuff too, so I don't break my own. See how much you know. I'm smart. What do we got here? Chris said, I don't know if people are scared of sand, but some awesome big sand hills in Angola. I guess it depends. I'm not a big fan of sand in a brushed motor because bad shit starts
Yes.
happening.
Yeah, you just
So-
got to make sure that you clean bearing areas and any place
Yeah.
that sand can get.
Yeah.
The air compressor is your friend.
I was gonna say
And
last time.
if you can
Well, that's what I was
seal
gonna
up
say.
areas to keep sand from going in, you're way better off.
Last time I took my one truck to Florida with me, I actually had my little air pump with the blower on it so that I could blow it out afterwards. And when
Is
I was
that the
getting
time you
stuck.
almost died?
No, it was the time after. Yeah, you're thinking about the red tide. Yeah, I
Yeah, yeah,
I literally
yeah.
thought I was dead. That was awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
Another
yeah.
time of
You drank the
stupidity.
wrong Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go on vacation. Don't worry about this red bacterial infested seaweed. Just swim in it. You'll be
Makes
fine.
you stronger.
Yeah.
You're good.
All I know is I'm glad it lasted till like the last day. Like the last day of coming ready to leave, I'm like, oh boy, this isn't good.
Right. Oof.
I'm always blowing hot air. Oh duh.
Hmm.
Got bad gas. Have a great night, guys. Enjoyed the first podcast. Keep up the amazing work. Thanks, Ricky.
Thanks, Rick.
We miss you, buddy. Love you.
When are you getting into this?
Yeah, yeah. Ricky's gonna do a podcast too. We're gonna get him into it. But so yeah, keep an eye out for the post. We'll come up with some new topics. Obviously, with this being a community thing, we like to keep everybody involved. So if you have some topics you would like to discuss, obviously send them our way through
Yes, questions,
Messenger.
comments, concerns.
Yes, I mean if there's something that happened and you want to address, I mean let's do it on the podcast, man. I mean this is what it's here for. This is the RC community. This is what we're doing it for, not just for ourselves. Even though we're the only idiots, talking right now. But,
Blah, blah, blah.
yeah, exactly. I'll slap you right in the face. Pow, right in the kisser. But yeah, we'll come up with some cool topics, and thank you for supporting what we're doing. Let's grow the RC community even bigger. Let's do cool things. Let's all go to fields and pick on Dave and grab his butt and stuff, and then call him names.
Mm.
But this is like the worst
I
part.
don't,
is
I don't
ending
know
these.
about that one.
That's like got to be the worst part about doing this is ending these podcasts. We're gonna have to come up with new outros and stuff like that.
Well, you guys
Oh.
could wave like idiots from that one Bugs Bunny cartoon where they're going on the boat. Goodbye, goodbye,
You start throwing people.
goodbye.
are throwing people off the. What was it?
Bon
Remember that one
voyage,
Family Guy where he's like,
sayonara,
see
goodbye.
ya,
later.
and then he starts throwing the women and the children
See
overboard.
you later.
But thank you everybody for tuning
Thank
in.
you.
Until next week, I hope you had fun. I know we went a little bit off topic, and
It happens
Yeah,
a lot.
well, that's what happens. Sometimes the bullshit wheel is not perfectly round, so it veers from side to side.
correct.
Yes.
And on that note, um, let me give you guys all a big kiss. And
Whoa.
baby
Ew.
kiss.
I know.
That was a weird kiss. But
Huh.
until next time, Tom, thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
thanks for having me.
And maybe next time we'll get a video of you on here with
Ooh, I
us.
don't know if you want that.
Well, I mean, we probably wouldn't see you. We'd probably just see your beard.
Womp,
They'll
Oh,
like-
yeah,
they'll
we,
be
we
like,
could do that.
they'll be like, why the hell did you guys put Cousin It on here?
Is that Bigfoot?
Why is
Uh,
Chewbacca's back talking to me?
but thanks again, Tom. Thanks for everybody
Tom.
tuning in. Until next time.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
All right, let's throw out this outro, and which is also an intro. And we love everybody, and see you guys later. Take care.
Peace out.